I work as a patent attorney at Grote & Company, and we are managing Plantagon's intellectual property portfolio. And the title of my presentation is Intellectual Property and Innovation and Commercialization, in a way. I worked as a teacher for many years, in parallel with my research. And I know that after this presentation, you will barely remember 2 or 3% of what I said, but what you should remember is actually this message here. Most innovative ideas never come to market, but those protected by intellectual property stand a greater chance. I think most of you, when you think about intellectual property, think about patents and trademarks and designs. However, trade secrets and know-how is also a type of intellectual property. And what is innovation? Actually, you can break up innovation in 5 major steps: the conceptualization of an idea, the research and development stage, product design and prototyping, product output, and product commercialization. And Plantagon is a company which has understood the value of intellectual property and the value of innovation. And if we look at their intellectual property rights, they have trademark protections. For example, the name Plantagon is a registered trademark. They have design protections, and they also have pending patents, and they also have copyright protections. Trademarks, designs, and patents, they are registered intellectual property rights. Copyrights are not registered. They are actually, as soon as you produce a computer-aided design and you publish it on an internet site, it's actually automatically protected by a copyright protection. And I think that Plantagon is a perfect example of a company who uses intellectual property in their business strategies. And they've understood the value of this. And it's an integral part of their enterprise strategy. And it is important to combine intellectual property rights. It's not enough with patents or only designs or trademarks. You have to actually combine all of these rights and make sure that you use them in a very strategic way. And if you do this, you can receive higher profit margins, you can maintain a very strong market position, and of course, better return of investment. Let's talk a bit about trademarks, and they are very important when you launch a new product, and very effective in penetrating new markets. And of course, the commercial benefits extend beyond the life of a patent. A patent is enforced for 20 years, and design rights are enforced for 25 years, but trademarks are forever. Take Coca-Cola, for example. Take aspirin. It was invented in 1897, and the patent was enforced for 20 years. Actually, they lost the right during the First World War, but we don't have to talk about that. However, it's still one of the major headache pill products. And that has to do with the fact that Bayer has been very good at branding and putting value in the aspirin trademark. And when it comes to trademarks, I said they were registered, and aspirin is registered. However, you don't always have to register trademarks. You have probably seen the TM symbol, and if a name has a TM symbol, it is not registered. However, in one way or another, it is protected since it has been in use. And designs are very important, and it protects the look and the packaging of the product and gives the product a competitive edge. I think most of us, if we would see this on a table, we would know it's aspirin, because it has a very distinctive packaging, distinctive color, and always the same amount of pills in this block here. However, their buyer has been very good at also packaging. And if you would go, I don't know if this is Japanese, Korean, or Chinese. However, even if you don't know that language, you know that this is aspirin because they all have the same packaging, the same colors wherever you go. So designs are very important, and make sure that you use designs in a very strategic way, and also register your designs. Apply for design registrations because design registration is enforced for 25 years, and that's a long period of time. One thing that I forgot to mention is that intellectual property gives you an exclusive right. And that means that everyone else, other than you who owns the right, has the right to produce the product, import it, export it, etc. So in that way, intellectual property gives you, for patents, 20 years, for designs, 25 years, and for trademarks, a lifetime period to commercialize your product. No one else can sell it, make it, use it, export it, or import it. So keep that in mind. It's a very powerful tool. However, you don't always have to patent your innovations. If we take Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola company never actually patented the constituents, the chemicals in this bottle. Everyone knows that there is caffeine, there is sugar, caramel, carbonated water, phosphoric acid, but there are natural flavorings there. And since Coca-Cola never patented it, it's a trade secret. No one knows actually what's in the natural flavoring. One disadvantage with patents is that it becomes public. 18 months after a patent application, the patent becomes public, and anyone can read it and make use of it, or anyone can read it and further develop it and apply for patents that are similar. So you don't always have to patent your inventions. Think about that. However, you still need to have a trademark. You still need to have design rights. For example, this shape of this bottle, I mean, if you see the shape of the bottle without the trademark, you know it's a Coca-Cola bottle. So always make sure always make sure that you use trademarks, designs, even if you're not patenting your product. So this is one of my final slides, and I would like you to understand that you can, from intellectual property, IP, you can create value. And for example, if you have patent rights, design rights, trademark rights, you can sell them. If you don't have the power, or if you don't have the financial strength to create a Plantagon building, you can actually sell your rights, or you can license them to other companies and produce income. Also, these types of rights enable you to form strategic business partnerships and alliances. It gives you a possibility to have joint ventures with big companies or bigger companies, and by these joint ventures you can have access to more capital, research and development facilities, distribution channels, and sales networks. You can sell them, commercialize a product on your own. You need help, and intellectual property enables you to get help in one way or another. And of course, always use a combination of rights. So if we look at if you look at intellectual property in the innovation process, I showed you this part earlier on. However, this is the new section, and all of the rights that I've talked about, I don't want to go through these boxes one by one. The message is that in every step of this innovation process, you can make use of patents, copyright protection, trademark protection in every single step here. So don't forget that. And if you feel that you need help in this area, well, call me and I can help you out. So, well, that's all from me.